There's a guy saying, hey you. He's alienated, he is pushed out of society, he feels alone. Might be also you singing to yourself too, these words, because sometimes we all feel that way. Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about how I've arranged and transcribed Hey You by Pink Floyd for piano in the style of Franz Liszt. I call it Lisztified. There is also a reference to Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite in the middle of it, and I'll explain to you later what it is, but it's very, very cool. Okay, so let's start. The song actually starts from kind of like middle and lower register, like this. I've actually taken it very differently. It starts. It's almost like this magical thing. I really wanted to use all the parts of the piano, and this is just the beginning, and I didn't want to give away too much. This is literally to get you ready for what's going to happen, okay? Think about it like a movie. And then here we have all these descending magical chords. And here on the top, okay, that is actually so it is actually coming here as a reference of like a foreshadowing, okay? So everything I've built in this composition actually has a meaning and a reference. So it is very symbolic if you listen to all these little snippets of notes, okay? So it goes... That's the intro, and then the main theme starts. Hey, out there in the cold. So basically the words are very, very deep here. It says, hey you out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? And we've all been there, I think. It is almost like we are singing to ourselves a monologue. And I think I wanted to reflect that deeper meaning here in this register. And what's happening here is that the right hand is playing the theme, while the left hand is accompanying with the harmony. But basically the right hand is here in this register. And the left hand is using from here to here a very wide range on the keyboard, and I'm treating the hands as different instruments, okay? So it was slightly different, if you could feel it, and the reason is the words are different. It says second time, hey you, standing in the aisles, with itchy feet and fading smiles, can you feel me? Each time he asks you, hey you, it's a bit stronger and a bit stronger, and then he says, hey you, don't help them to bury the light. Here is what happens in the music, okay? And then basically there's that little sparkling magical part from the intro again. And then here, okay, here we have an explosion, okay? We see the words, hey you out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? And then, hey you, with you ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out, would you touch me? Hey you, would you help me to carry the stone? Open your heart, I'm coming home. Okay, what I tried to create in this arrangement was this growing sense of dynamic and meaning and impact. And so when it explodes, it gets a little bit more deeper and more meaningful, because he's asking you all these questions and you get your senses activated, okay? There's something that doesn't happen in the music that I've added, is the Lisztian part. Okay, so Liszt was very famous for his thematic transformation, which is a compositional element where he takes a motive from the theme and then uses it by changing it and giving its own life each time. So in this case, I've actually taken this motive from the theme. Remember this, right? I've actually turned it into this. And also in the left hand too, you can hear it. And I've done it in a way where I thought this is how Liszt would have written it, because he loves octaves and he loves chromatic scales and all these chords. And it just is developing into something that is very new. Suddenly also the rhythm changed. Okay, so this is where it really is transforming into something new, but using the same intervals and directions, okay? So the left hand is almost replying to it. And then diminished seventh chords, and then... So this is my favorite part. This is very pure, kind of like evil, okay? It's representing all the dark things on this planet. So here it goes. So if you remember this theme, it is actually from our main theme, but this has transformed into, and then with a completely different harmony in the left hand. Different key here. Okay, this part is so just really positive. It's almost like heaven. Okay, and the inspiration behind this was the Dante Sonata, which is depicting Inferno, and it also talks about well, it's based on Dante's Inferno, obviously, and it talks about all these souls thinking of their time on earth, okay, and they're suffering, but they're imagining good things, okay, they're imagining hopeful things. So this is where that happens in my arrangements. So that part actually reflects the second part of the theme. So the first part goes like this. It repeats 2 times, and then the second goes. Okay, so this is that part in a different context here, okay? we have a key change, okay? We were in this positive place, and then suddenly we are back in this minor key, and we've like basically explored another territory right now. Okay, it's an A minor. Okay, so it goes. Where the thumb is going, it actually is the theme, okay? And the left hand is doing arpeggiations. Here you can actually hear counter melody that happens. Okay. Okay, you can hear those two counter melodies, and that is kind of to give it more volume and meaning, while the left hand is doing the arpeggiation. We do a lot of those things where we're playing with one hand, in fact, two different lines of melody, so it's almost like two people are singing. Okay, let's keep going. So what happened here is basically it just went crazy and then died. Okay, this glissando is reflecting that the energy literally just went, yeah, and then we have kind of like a reflection on what just happened. So I've actually taken the notes from the original, but then turned them into something very different as well. Here. And then here is the Tchaikovsky reference that I wanted to talk to you about. It is where basically there's three things happening. The left hand is accompanying, the right hand is playing two things, the melody and then a counter melody, which is Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker ballet. It is said that a friend of Tchaikovsky bet him that Tchaikovsky would not be able to write a beautiful melody based on the notes of a scale. And Tchaikovsky said, does it matter if it's going up or down? And his friend said no. So he wrote Pas de deux from his Nutcracker suite, which goes like this. So as you can see, this is, you can hear, this is a G major scale, okay, so and then E minor scale. Okay, I've actually inserted the two scales that are going down. It is a reference to this bet of Tchaikovsky and his friends, and it is basically to show him my respect in this kind of nerdy way. So there are two things going on. On the top there's the main melody, which is the main theme, but it's here. While the Tchaikovsky's scale going down is here. Here's how it sounds together, okay? And then okay, I actually love this this. This is like my favorite place in this arrangement. I'm kind of also proud of this because it's super nerdy, and for anybody who's a classical music geek, I think you'll enjoy this part as much as I did writing it. It is kind of just paying respect to Tchaikovsky here. And I wanted to just, kind of insert his scales going down from the Nutcracker to Hey You. Anyway, so, and then it gets even more passionate. But here it's so different. It's supported by octaves, and also the left hand has this kind of like the this counter melody as well. So and then a little bit reference to the beginning intro. Actually started like this on the right hand, remember? But this time actually it is ending, and it's very different on the left hand. And then finally in the very bass we have a it is like explosive here, and if it's a lot slower there, it's called augmentation, when you take a theme and then slow it down while everything else is going the normal tempo. And this is followed by it actually proceeds with a chromatic scale going up, okay? And as I said before, Liszt used a lot of chromaticism, and it is to create more chaos here. So let's actually hear again from here. And the end is very grand as well. You can hear a huge symphony orchestra in your head if you really imagine, like with the timpanis rolling and then the strings going, the brass instruments. Like seriously, I can hear an entire orchestra, and that was kind of the reason why I also based it on Liszt, because Liszt always tried to create orchestral sounds from the piano, and he used this as an orchestra itself. And I think I tried to recreate actually that mood here as well, but using Hey You's themes. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will play for you from the beginning till the end, and try to listen to all these little snippets that I've talked about, mainly thematic transformation, chromatic scales, and also that scale in the middle, which is a reference to Tchaikovsky. Okay, enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great time listening to it. If you want to hear it again on Spotify or Apple or any other music platform, it is available and it's in the descriptions link. Okay, you can click below. All right, let me know what else you want me to explain and if you like these kind of videos. Bye.